I've got some board games and it is time to unbox them. Hello and welcome to Nelson All Over. My name's Nelson and today we're unboxing more board games. So I did another one of these videos a while ago and I had just so much fun with it. So I'm gonna do some more. I have a lot of games. I don't know. We had a couple Kickstarters show up, a couple pre-orders show up. So we've got a good haul. So let's just dive into it. First up, we've got this. I think the smallest box. I think this is the smallest box of the day, and it is a Kickstarter. I've played this Kickstarter. I actually got to stream this game with the designer, and so now I'm thinking it's kind of a fun game to think if you can guess what it is before we jump into it. I don't know. I have no idea if you could see the name on it, but yeah. So I was able to stream this game with the designer on my cards channel. It's a really interesting game. I thought it was a lot of fun. I probably would not have bought it if it were not for the solo mode. I typically don't enjoy solo modes, but I've just found myself learning and liking them more. And also this is the game that would be pretty hard to get to the table if it were not for the solo mode. And so let's oh wow, this is actually really pretty. Alrighty, so we've got World Breakers. This is a tiny box. I love the size of this box. So this is it's a living card game. Yeah, it's a living card game type system, or I can't call it a living card game because that's trademarked. But it's a head-to-head game system where there are different factions that all play differently, and the goal is to kill the opponent's leader. And so what drew me to this game was the amount of asymmetry in the way that the different factions played. So I really enjoy that type of system. I think it's just a really cool way to do that. And there is the solo mode, which is a kind of like a you versus a system type mode. So I was not able to play that, but I was able to do the draft variant as well as just kind of the pre-built deck variant. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. This is the card doubler, just so I could use different cards from different factions. But I don't quite remember how this plays. It's been a while. It's been a while. I do remember that it's kind of a tug of war type system where you very much are kind of jockeying for position, which makes a lot of really cool tactical decisions that the gameplay provides, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to diving into. I really want to play these head-to-head type games. Like I have Soulforge. I don't think you can see it. It's behind my chair. I have Soulforge on the table or on my shelf. I've played that a couple of times. This feels kind of similar to that in that same type of genre in the realm, but this having that solo mode means that we will be I'm excited to dive into this one. Probably get this one streamed. We'll probably stream this one at some point because it's a good one. It's a good one. So World Breakers up first. Let's go. Nice. I love the size of the box. Big fan of small boxes. Alrighty, let's see what's next. I have no idea what this is. It's from Cool Stuff Inc., which means that I probably ordered it a long time ago, and I have no idea what it is. I remember I ordered one from, I don't know. I actually don't know. So I am just as excited as you are, trying to guess what this one is. Actually, no. I think it's coming to me. And if it's not that, then I just remembered I bought a game. I think it's in one of these boxes, but I don't remember which box it is in. It is in this one. Nice, okay. So, oh geez, that's a big box. No, that's a normal size box. Brazil Imperial. Get rid of the box, get rid of the box. Also, I am gonna have trashes everywhere in this room. But Brazil Imperial is a game that kind of jumped onto my radar. It was one of my most anticipated Gen Con games. I was not able to check it out. You can't see this. I was not able to check it out at Gen Con, but it seems like a kind of a heavy game that has been compared to Scythe very kind of frequently. And so I enjoy Scythe. I love Scythe. I played a lot of Scythe. And so seeing that this was compared to that, it had the similar gameplay style, meant that I was intrigued by it. And then this game, it was on sale. I think it was $35. I think I was able to get this on sale for $35. I follow like a board game deals Reddit, and so that's probably not super smart for my wallet, but that's where I found this. 35 bucks for Brazil Imperial. This is probably one of the games that I'm most excited for to play on in this haul right here, just because I really enjoy this game. Look at the back. I wonder if it's going to focus. Kind of, but it has like this hex system map, and so kind of an area control type warring system. But I love the colors, very bright and colorful. It has, you know, the stoic, you know, leaders on the front, so you know it's going to be a heavy thematic game, right? So Brazil Imperial is one of these. I bought this. I don't know a lot about it, honestly. The first two I haven't, like, well, I guess I've played Warbreakers a couple times, but Brazil Imperial is one that I will talk about. I want to do, yeah, I'm excited to get this one to the table and try it out. So we'll see how it goes. We may do a review on it, and we'll talk about what the reviews on this channel are going to look like in my next video. So we'll have some more of that coming. But nice, cool, Brazil Imperial. I'm excited. Okay. Next up, oh my gosh, this is heavy. I think I know what this is just from the weight. This is from a math trade. So this is from a Board Game Geek math trade. I love the math trades. I think that the math trades are just such a good way to get games that, well, trading games and just in general is a really good way to get games that you may not always want. Like when I'm trading for games, there are games that I will buy or trade for, right? There are games that I want that it's like, I would enjoy buying this, I would enjoy trading for this, but then there are games that I would not necessarily want to buy, but I'd be happy to trade for them. And this is actually one that I would be happy to buy, I think. I don't actually know. But it is it's a cool thing to do, and I really enjoy it. Yeah, okay. So this is Aeon's End. Oh my gosh, this is a big box. Yo. And one of the chits. Cool. Oh my. Okay, we're going to just take the lid off of this. So the reason this is so heavy is this has the broken token organizer in it. I wish I had a better way to... These are sealed envelopes. It has the original game, has the original Aeon's End game, as well as one of the expansions. I don't quite know which one it is. I don't remember. I was just happy to get it. But it does look like... It doesn't look like they played through that second expansion, but it does have the Broken Token Organizer, which is just, I mean, Broken Token is just an incredible company. I love what they do for the organizers, and so I'm really happy. I was really excited to get this one in a trade. I think I traded Maracaibo for it, and so that was, no, Maracaibo was a different trade. I have no idea what I traded for. But that's probably a good thing. That probably means that I am happy with the trade. But Aeon's End is a game that we will actually be streaming on YouTube on my Nelson All Over Cards channel tomorrow. The video comes out on Tuesday. This video is going to come out on Tuesday. I'm streaming it on Wednesday. And so we'll probably not do a ton of the new content just because I am unfamiliar with it. When I'm streaming, I like to do something that I'm a little bit more familiar with. And so... yeah, and we've got dice. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my. Okay. Straight up. Hold on. So I have been looking for D10 spin down dice for the longest time. And here we go. Are all D10s spin down? No, not all D10s are spin down, right? Just made a fool of myself if that is the case. But that's awesome. So use these as health. I'm going to 3D print a little holder. So basically. You can just rotate it and it always decreases in number. But yeah, so this comes with one of the expansions, the core set. So there's a lot of gameplay in here, a lot of stuff. I can get my wife to play this game. I don't think she loves it, but she'll indulge me and play this game with me. It did look like a little bit of it came jostled when in the shipping of everything, but let's see if it, oh geez, okay, that's a separate piece. But like we got all of our tokens and everything, and this guy, this looks like, oh no, it's a little fragile. There we go. Okay, our mages here. We've got all of our cards in here. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is sealed. And this is what I like about the math trade, is sometimes you just get lucky. And it's like, this is a sealed sealed expansion right here. And so we got lucky here. But yeah, so I guess these are the the Nemesis are in here. But I'm so excited. I loved playing through nope, it's not up in here. It used to be right there. Outcast, and now I'm excited to dive in and play more of this game because there's a lot of content for this game, so I'm excited to see what more it has to offer. No idea how this went in there. Okay, another pre-order. We're gonna do another pre-order. This one is from Plaid Hat Games. Oh, piece of Aeon's End is still over here. So I talked about this on my PAX recap of something that I was thinking about buying. I did end up going ahead and pre-ordering it just because I really enjoyed the gameplay. So I'm excited to dive a little bit more into it and play it not just in a demo setting. So like a lot of the times in like conventions, you get to play like a demo of a game, and so I'm really excited to sink my teeth into this. I also I'm a big fan of Plaid Hat Games. It's one of the companies that I first got into gaming, so really big into Summoner Wars, Dead of Winter, like the old school Plaid Hat stuff. I was a huge fan of, and now that they've kind of removed themselves from the Asmodee umbrella, they're kind of getting back to some of the stuff that I enjoyed a little bit more that they were producing. And so this is Hickory Dickory. Let's get this box out of the way. Yeah. So this is Hickory Dickory. I've talked about it in the recap video, so I'll link that somewhere, probably up here in the corner or something. But basically what you're doing is it's a set collection game where you're riding around on the clock. So you can jump on the clock hand here and ride around to different action spaces, and then you can hop on, hop off of the clock. There's a limited number of spaces on this clock hand, so you can get pushed off and forced into an action space if you are greedy and stay on too long. But you're basically trying to collect these certain types of tiles in order to fill up your requirements, and it's like a great scavenger hunt. Lord Cuckoo, I think is his name. Yeah, Lord Cuckoo is putting on a great scavenger hunt for all the mice in the forest. Each one of the mice performs differently. There are 4 different types of mice, and so like this big guy can hold more resources. I'm just realizing that there's probably a big glare. I apologize. This guy can like jump forward in time, so he can get off and jump forward to a bigger or a better action. And so these actions are pseudo randomized. There are some that are set, and so it leads to a highly replayable experience. And it's also just like a really cute game. I think this game, yeah, this says 60 to 120 minutes, so it looks cute, but it is going to be pretty meaty. There's a lot of gameplay here. It's not going to be something that you sit down and play in a half hour. It is going to be a pretty big game, and so I'm excited to try this one. This is probably one of the... I'm looking around to see. This is probably in the top 3 of what I'm excited for. I'm probably most excited for Brazil, and then Hickory Dickory is one that I am really excited to sink my teeth into. So Hickory Dickory, yeah, Hickory Dickory Dock. Behold Lord Cuckoo's squawk. They have an entire nursery rhyme back here, but Hickory Dickory, looking forward to it. Alrighty, this is, I think, the biggest box, but not the heaviest box. The heaviest box is over there, weighs 40-something pounds. You can guess what that is. So this is actually something that was sent to me from Modern Meeple. And so they do a lot of gaming accessories. They make this holder, so I have tokens in it, sorry. But they make a lot of these different types of hexagonal holders. It's of a, I don't even quite know what the type of material is, but it's a very sturdy material. I'm a big fan of their material stuff, and they have made a couple of other accessories for different games, and that's what this is. So I'm trying to figure out where to, here we go, we can cut right here. We can, so there's a couple of different accessories for different games, and this is one of them that I'm really excited to try out. It has been on my stream before. I'm just giving more and more hints before we can cut into it. They also have this really cool tape, like the Modern Meeple custom tape, which is pretty cool, but it's also very strong and hard to cut in. There we go, okay. But it just smells new. Just smells new. Alrighty. Oh, sweet. Yes. Oh, cool. They gave me another one of these. And they have their logo on it now. I don't think mine has their logo on it. So nice. Okay, cool. I wanted another one of these. I always am getting more tokens for my LCGs, and so this is just another thing to hold them. So this is actually very, very exciting. I'm pumped about that. So in this nice green color too. I love this color. Alrighty. So we've also got a Modern Meeple decal or sticker. We've got Modern Meeple keychain. So that's really cool. And then the crown jewel, the Modern Meeple Dice Throne board. Oh, really cool stuff. Let me get this out of the way. So the Dice Throne board has been on stream before. Actually, I think it goes this way. I was holding it upside down. But it has a customized cutout for the player. You can roll your dice up here. It has your health, all your trackers here. You can lock in your dice here. And so it is specifically made for Dice Throne. And so it has a spot for everything. It's a game that they are super passionate about, so you can tell that this was optimized for that game. And so Roberto has had it on stream before, and so they sent me one. We're going to be using this going forward when we're streaming Dice Throne, and so I'm excited to use this. And then also what Roberto does is he uses this as like a portable like play, so they can sit on the couch. They have two of them. They can sit on the couch and play Dice Throne because it's kind of like a lap. They just set it on their lap and they have everything that they need right here. And so it's a super convenient, super well made. It's very, very sturdy way to play Dice Throne, and a nice accessory for Dice Throne. They make them in multiple different colors. I requested the green because I'm a sucker for green. Even though everything that I am is branded as blue, I love green. So if I get to choose what color I'm playing, I'm always playing green. And so I'm excited for this, as well as the new holder. So I'm excited to add the holder in. I have the two holders here now, as well as I have some wooden holders from D20 Woodworking. So I'm a big fan of custom or token holders, and so I'm excited to get this back onto the table. I'm gonna have to get Roberto back on the stream so I can try this one out. So nice, very excited about that. Let's talk about this guy. This is the thing that I traded Maracaibo for. I think it's a good trade. I enjoyed Maracaibo. I just didn't. After multiple plays, it kind of started falling flat for me. And while there is, I don't think it's a fair comparison, like to Great Western Trail. They're very, very unique and different games. I just found myself wanting to play Great Western Trail whenever I was playing Maracaibo. And so I ended up just kind of, just falling out of love with Maracaibo, and it ended up on my trade. And I got this. Let's go ahead and open it. It's the black box of doom. This I appreciate a lot. So a lot of the times, like at my house, I no longer have like an overhang, so packages, if it's raining, can get wet. And so wrapping this in a game in like a trash bag before you ship it is excellent foresight, and you can tell that they are a board gamer. Okay, let's see if this is the right way. Nope, it's not. But Dune Imperium. So I've never played Dune Imperium. I'm not holding it the right way again. I've never played Dune Imperium. I really enjoy Arnak, which has the same mechanics. It's a worker placement deck building game. Dune Imperium is a little bit more head to head. There's a little bit more conflict. It's less of a multiplayer solitaire, which Arnak is not that at all. But it has more combat oriented. And also I've heard that it leans into the deck building a little bit more, which is something that I am looking forward to. Arnak, I feel like the deck building is not quite enough for me. Like, you have to build your deck, but it's not enough. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing how Dune Imperium plays with the deck building. I've also heard it's not the best at 2 players, which is where which is the majority of my gameplay is at 2 players. But we will try it. We'll try it. And then I have a gaming weekend coming up here in a couple of weeks that I definitely want to try and get this to the table, because I think this is going to be a really solid 3 to 4 player game. It's an asymmetrical power, worker placement, deck building game. Everything that I like, those are all words I enjoy. And so I'm excited to try this out. This was one of those games on my list that I wouldn't buy, but I was really excited to trade for. And the reason I wouldn't buy it is because I am afraid of the overlap in collection space that this and Arnak is going to have. I'm a little concerned that these are just going to overlap, and it's going to be a you know, even more so a Maracaibo Great Western Trail situation where I would much rather be playing one or the other. But just because that, I was really happy to trade for it. And so now I get to try it. I get to try it out, and I'm really pumped to get this one to the table. I've also heard really good things about the expansion. And so if I like this, I'm going to have to try and get the expansion for it. But Dune Imperium. Yeah, nice. We're going to save the biggest box, or the heaviest box, for last. We've got this guy. This is... What is this? I don't know. I don't remember what this is. Oh, I do remember what this is. This is actually what I remember buying. Yep. Okay, so this is a game that has been on my radar and people have been raving about and been having so much fun. It's also one of those that I found on the BGG, or not the BGG, but the Reddit, Board Game Deals Reddit. And so that kind of sucked me in, and I forget how much this one was, but I remember it was a very, very good deal. This is from Game Nerds, and so they will pop up, and Game Nerds will have some really solid deals every once in a while. And so let's get into it. It is Mind Management. So this is a game that I don't know a ton about. This is a game that I bought off of recommendations from just a lot of people in the community that I very highly respect their opinions of. And when I saw it as a deal, I think it was like 30 bucks. I was like, okay, I'm going to try it out. It has a solo mode. It has a fully cooperative mode. And I think it may be a one versus all, maybe, type system. But it seems like it's just been really, really raved reviews. And so I'm excited to try out Mind Management. It is something that I am looking forward to trying, both as a multiplayer and a solo experience. I've heard pretty good things about the solo. I think it's an app-driven, companion app-driven solo mode. So Mind Management, I was really happy to pick up for, I think it was around 30 bucks. I think it was around 30 bucks. And so that to me was worth just kind of the, diving in deep without diving into the unknown, not necessarily knowing what all this was. But such good reviews from a lot of different people, so I figured I'd try it out. And if I don't like it, I'm going to throw it on the trade list. And that's what I enjoy about this hobby. Ugh. Okay, I about threw my back out getting that one. This is a game that I've been waiting for a long time. I bet a lot of people probably have a good idea of what it is. I pre-ordered this game during the pandemic because I remember watching this game breaking the records for Kickstarter while I was in like the whole, oh, you'll be back at work in 2 weeks era. And so there's another box in here. There's a whole nother box. But this is Frosthaven, so I'm going to try and get it out. We'll see how this works. But we've got Gloomhaven Envelope X reward. I will not talk about this. This is something that you can find and unlock in Gloomhaven. That's all I'll say about it. I don't want to spoil this for other people, but it was a printable thing, and now, and with the Frosthaven campaign, they added a official thing that I ordered. Okay, let's see if we can get this out of this box. Oh, we even got some other cool stuff. Okay, so this is carton 6,884 of 110,000. This is their solo scenario. So in Gloomhaven, they also have this where each one of the classes has their own specific scenario that can unlock a special item for them. I love this system. I think Gloomhaven is one of the cooler games. I know it was just knocked out of #1 by Brass Birmingham, which I do think I like Brass Birmingham more, so I think it deserves that #1 spot. But we'll let other people debate that. Has this cool coin thing. I don't know what that is. And we'll open the next box. I am excited for Frosthaven. So the Gloomhaven group that I played with has moved, or well, actually technically I moved away from them. And so I don't have a Gloomhaven group. However, my wife has said that she will try Frosthaven with me. I think she enjoyed, for some reason I thought she didn't like Frosthaven, but I think she does, or Gloomhaven, I'm sorry. But I think she did a little bit more than I realized. And so I'm excited to try Frosthaven. We have a separate table, so it's not going to be our game table. We're just going to set it up and leave it. And I think that's going to help a lot, because the biggest barrier for this game to me is the setup and teardown. It is horrendous. It takes so long. And I'm not sure if Frosthaven is better. It may be. But I know Jaws of the Lion was a lot better. But it just took forever. So having a dedicated space to play this game is going to be an entirely different and better experience for me, because I hate setting up games. All right. Is there another box? No, it's not. Okay. I'm so pumped. I am so excited. This is cool. This is really cool. This is so heavy. Goodness gracious, y'all. Okay, it is here. We're not gonna take it out. We got Frosthaven. Woohoo! We're just gonna set this down, and we're not gonna try and take it out. It is actually, I think it's about 40 pounds, so it's a lot. But Frosthaven feels like a game that has even more depth than Gloomhaven. We played through all of Gloomhaven. We played through it. We started playing through it again, actually, so we like kind of reset and started going like different paths. So we took like the evil route the first time, and we went back and we were trying the good route. We started Forgotten Circles. I was not a huge fan of Forgotten Circles. I didn't enjoy it that much, honestly. Jaws of the Lion was pretty good, but then I moved before we were able to finish that. And so haven't really finished Jaws of the Lion, but I am so excited for Frosthaven. I think that what they learned from Gloomhaven, and that was a very, very well polished game. It was #1 for forever. They learned and they grew, and they're implementing it into Frosthaven, and I'm excited to see where that goes. I think Frosthaven is going to be a really cool system. There's like, you get to level up your town, so not only are you leveling up your characters, you get to have an investment into the town where you're buying. And one of the favorite parts of our game was, you know, donating to the church and kind of leveling that up. And now that's just kind of more dimensions in this game where you have different buildings that you can invest in. And so I am really, really thrilled to see where this goes. It's been a long time. Frosthaven was supposed to be here a long time ago, and it's here now. It's here now, and I'm very excited for that. But yeah, so those are the games that I have. One of the things that, you know, this means is that my resolution of reducing my shelf of shame by at least one every single month is now in serious jeopardy, right? I just added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it only 5? Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Aeon's End is, I'm considering that an expansion, so I'm not counting that. So 5. So I have to play at least 6 games. I will kind of give you a preview hint for our next video where I talked about the games that I played in February. We played a lot of new games, and so I'm excited to talk about those, but that's for another video. But yeah, we got a lot of gameplay to do. Which one of these are you most interested in? Are there any of them that you want to see me do a review on? Because I would love to hear that. I think that'd be a lot of fun to get community involvement, to see which games that they want reviews. One of the things that I don't want to dive in too much about this, because this is going to be our topic for next week, is reviews and everything, what that looks like on this channel and what I plan on doing. And so I want to do more in-depth, more higher quality, less frequent reviews. So I don't want to just shotgun and do all of the reviews possible. I want to learn and grow in a game. And so if I have direction on if there's a specific game that you all want to see reviewed, I can invest time, energy, and get that review done. And so is there anyone here that jumps out and you're like, yes, I want to see that? Let me know, because I will take that into consideration when choosing games to review. But yeah, so this was super awesome. Thank you all so very much for hanging out. I'm pumped. There's a lot of boxes everywhere, and I'm really excited to see what we get to the table first. Alrighty, until next time, thank you all for hanging out, and I'll see you around. Peace.